This is what my voice sounds like before we implement all of the things I'm going to tell you in this video. And this is what it sounds like after you implement all of the tips. And yes, it's the same microphone in both of those recordings. So let's get into it. The first thing is sound absorption. There are two main sounds that you want to avoid. Reverb coming from your voice bouncing off of the walls and that sound coming back into the microphone. So what you can do is, depending on your budget, you can buy sound dampening foam and stick it on your wall. This will greatly reduce the echo in your room and make it sound much better. There are really cheap, ugly ones. There are a bit more expensive looking ones. And then you can also get these wood panels that I have, for example. They are a bit more expensive, but they look the best and they also help with the echo. And then I have this really janky DIY setup where I just basically cut off a piece of the sound dampening foam and place it between my monitor and the microphone. This helps with the echo coming from your monitor back into the microphone. This makes a little bit of a difference, but this is mainly useful for voiceovers. Because yeah, you kinda look really goofy if you have a webcam on and you barely see the monitor. And then I also have this little foam wrapped around my microphone and it's just held there very professionally with these bands. And then you have plosives. These are the popping sounds that happen when you say certain words, usually coming from B's and P's. So you can buy one of these pop filters. You can buy them as cheap as like $10. I just broke mine off of my old microphone because it was like attached to it, and yeah, it's just held there with hairbands. Or a cheap alternative might be putting a sock over your microphone. This also helps a little bit. And then you can also just be careful when you're saying P's and B's. It's sort of like a mental thing, just watch out for them. So here's what my microphone sounds like with and without a pop filter. So this is with it. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So it's not perfect, it still kind of goes crazy sometimes, but here's what it sounds like without it. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Both of these were recorded at the same distance and same volume, so yeah, you can just kind of hear the difference. And then you want to make sure you're speaking relatively closely to your microphone. You can adjust the gain on it so it's not peaking all the time, but this helps quite a lot with the quality of your voice. You want to be around 20 centimeters or around 7 or 8 inches from the microphone for the best voice quality. But I'm sure it really depends on what kind of microphone you have and how sensitive it is. And now let's jump into the software I use to greatly improve my sound quality. This is basically the hidden cheat code to making your microphone sound much better. This is Audacity. It's a completely free software, so here we're going to apply a couple of filters. So first, before you do anything, make sure you leave a little bit of silence in your recording so we can remove the background hiss from the recording. So for this, select the silent part of your video, go to Effect, Noise Removal and Repair, Noise Reduction, and here click the Get Noise Profile button. And then we're going to go back to the same setting, Effect, Noise Removal and Repair, Noise Reduction, and then press OK. This is going to take some time for it to process. And now if you listen back, all of the background noise is going to be gone. So like your computer or maybe a fan running in the background. And now let's apply a couple of effects. And this is really where your voice will sound much more deep, much more like meaty, if that makes sense. So for this, go into Effect, EQ and Filters, and press Filter Curve EQ. Here we're going to apply 3 settings. Go to Presets and Settings, Factory Presets, and the first we are going to do is low roll-off for speech. And then click Apply and wait for it to apply the effect. And now we're going to go back to the Filter Curve EQ again, Preset Settings, and apply a bass boost and a treble boost. Do them one at a time, wait for them to apply, and then we're going to go on to the next settings. Now we're going to go into Effect, Volume and Compression, and then press Limiter. Here the only one I changed is the threshold to -4. Click Apply and wait for it to finish. And then under the same Volume and Compressions tab, we're going to apply a compressor. You can try out the podcast/radio preset, but honestly, I cannot tell much of a difference between just keeping it on the bass setting. And then just click Apply, and now if you listen back to your voice, it's going to sound much better. And now let's just say that you're still not satisfied with the quality. Well, the only option you have left is to change the microphone you're using. I don't really have a lot of experience with microphones. I've only used like 3 in my life. Right now I'm using the Samsung G-Track Pro. This is around $150 and I used to record this whole video with it. I think it sounds pretty okay. However, this is my second one. My first one stopped working after around a year of using it. I got a replacement unit and now I've been using this one for around 3 years at this point, without any major issues. However, since then, a lot of microphones have come out, so the best advice I can give is to just search on YouTube, and that way you can actually listen to them to see if you actually like the way they sound. Just type in best microphone under whatever budget you have, and I'm pretty sure you'll find one with a little bit of digging. I hope this helped a lot. If you want to learn more technical things about YouTube, check out my channel. I have a bunch of YouTube strategy videos that go really in depth, and thank you for watching.